on my mark. There we go. There we go.
I put mine on the floor. So today on Sweet Treats,
I'm tired. Look, my cake's falling over. It's so tired too. It's falling over again.
The cake's tired too.
Oh.
Welcome back
to Sweet Treats.
I have a toasty today.
I have got a lovely bit of carrot cake, courtesy of Mel Bakes.
Oh, it's so good.
I make a good toasty, I think.
You do make a
It's
good
one of my
toasty.
talents.
Got enough leg room there.
Yeah, I have, thanks, yeah. Oh, let me just...
That's right.
That's because of my bad
You're
knee,
fine.
because I'm broken.
We're both a bit tired today.
We are. It's been a busy week, actually.
And I've got no makeup on.
She looks like trash. I have makeup on and still look like trash.
We're going for realism today.
Bringing some really...
This is how we actually are on a daily.
Yeah, it
To
really
be fair,
is.
all weekend I've not worn makeup. I've
I,
just
do you know
gone,
what?
you know what?
I couldn't tell you the last time I wore an outfit that wasn't like leggings and jumper.
I think we need to go out.
Honestly, I can't remember like the last time I wore jeans.
I can tell I'm getting old. You know me, like I used to be a right party animal.
Mm.
I'm not that I couldn't think of anything worse, but I'd much rather cuddle up on the sofa and watch a movie.
Yeah.
Or read my book.
Yeah. No, I love a book. I've told you about the Sarah J Maas books, haven't I?
Mm.
Yeah, I need to lend you that today. Mine.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll love that.
I'm watching
I'm watching.
Reading Women Living Deliciously, that author Florence. Can't remember her name now.
Women Living Deliciously, what does that mean? Like, what's that entail?
It's the book, I don't know. Well, I do know.
You're reading it?
No, I'm not. I'm reading her second book, but I can't remember.
Oh. What's the concept?
Women.
Living deliciously.
Yeah. Or just kind of like how...
like women empowerment sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
But not like too over the top.
Okay.
Just like self-care and thinking like, you know.
If you were going to go out and order a toasty, what toasty would you order?
Exactly this.
Yeah, I'd order a ham and cheese. It seems boring, but
So good.
it is good. Do you know what's really annoying? When you have like you order like a tomato and cheese one, and you think it's going to be like a pizza one, and it's actually slices of tomato.
Which I don't mind, which I
Oh,
have had
no.
before, but
I love
then
tomato
they slide
flavour,
out.
but I hate, like, biting into a tomato is the worst thing ever.
I can't agree.
Yeah, I cannot agree with this statement.
I like tomatoes.
There was once when we were away, I ordered a margarita, so I was like, it's great, it's going to be tomato based with cheese.
Mm.
What it actually came out was slices of tomato with like a bit of cheddar.
Oh.
It's grated over the top, and I literally looked at it and was like, this is my worst nightmare. I can't eat this.
Where are you?
It's in America. It was when we were in America. I can't remember what it was.
I went to GY.
GY, what's that?
Great Yarmouth.
Oh yeah. Where's that?
Where's that? To see the boys.
Wait, so you went down Tuesday?
Monday.
Came back Tuesday.
Went down Friday.
Back here Friday.
Yeah.
Oh cool, what'd you get up to?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We literally
Just chill.
chilled all weekend.
Oh nice.
It makes me feel so calm when I'm with him. So like, I don't really want to do anything. Like he'll sit and watch the football, and I'll like read my book.
Oh
I know.
yeah, I like that. That's actually quite
Like
nice.
it's we were laying there and he was watching the football, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in the lounge and read my book, and he's like, no,
Oh.
stay with me. Read
It's
it here.
sometimes nice just to be in proximity of each other, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even if you're not
And
doing
last
it
night
together.
sleeping on my own was not nice.
Oh,
I
I'll tell you what.
I
though.
didn't feel calm.
Ben stayed with his sister in London, because he was working late or something. And he just
Now does it?
So I stayed here. Oh my god, sleeping by yourself in a double bed. I forgot what it felt like. Feels amazing.
Well, you haven't done that for about 10 years.
25
Yeah.
years. You went there since you're in a cot.
Yeah.
I love sleeping diagonally as well. I don't know if you feel this.
I sleep right in the middle of my double bed.
Do you?
Mm.
So
And I slightly I have my 2 pillows kind of angled in at the moment, and I like hug one, and I know what you mean, sleep diagonally, my feet go
Yeah.
the other way, but my other leg is like spread.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, to demo, it would be like, so like if I'm here, like, so I always go on the left side as well.
Right, yeah.
So my head is like over here. It's probably why I'm so broken, like, because I sleep weirdly. Head's over here, and then like one leg is over here like this, and the other, I like
Ow.
having it over Ben's legs over there. Obviously,
Right.
he hates this, and at this point, he's on the edge of the bed. But it's the most comfortable way to sleep. So then when he
Yeah.
wasn't here the other day, I could fully just like starfish diagonal out. It was great.
I like being in contact, but only for a while.
Do you know the worst? Actually, the worst thing ever, what they show on films, is when like you fall asleep cuddling. That is my worst nightmare because
It doesn't happen.
that's-
It's not real.
well, no, thing is like it can happen, but it's the worst thing to happen because like Ben is so hot.
Yeah, they're
I would overheat from
a
that.
radiator.
Yeah, I like imagine being like in that hot thing all night. No,
I don't really do this anymore because he falls asleep before me. I lay on my front, and he'll like lay on his side, but he'll have his other hand behind him so I can hold his hand while I'm laying on my front. And I was like, it's really comfortable for me. He's like, yeah, it's not comfortable for me. I was like, okay.
Ben literally's like, I don't ever have a good night's sleep with you. I'm like, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, not a problem. And that's
Can
great.
you, like, move over
No,
a bit.
it's my bed knee.
Yeah, but can I join? Thanks.
Alright.
Oh, this is a bit creased. It's been in my
You look very cosy today.
Yeah. But yeah, I just had a very nice calm weekend and then come back and just feel first part
of the series.
First part
That's
of the
amazing.
series.
I just feel zapped. I feel really tired this week.
I feel like I was just very overwhelmed last night. Like my whole, I've come home and I feel a bit like,
Yeah.
and I've just woken up feeling,
Yeah.
but I've signed my contract.
Yay!
But also there's like so what I discovered last night while I was trying not to get to sleep, I was literally thinking in my head, is if you would filmed my brain, it was like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spinach. And I discovered that when there's a point of when you've like achieved a goal, and it's called the achievement blues.
Right.
This is what I've discovered.
Right.
And I
okay,
don't think
yeah.
it's just with performers, I think it's with everyone. So like, for example, if you were to run a race, you've trained for the marathon, you've got this goal, you're getting there, you're nearly there, oh my gosh, it's the day before, you're nervous, excited,
Yeah.
absolutely absolutely on edge. You achieve it, you have finally finished the marathon, the whole day is absolute peak, like you're going out for a meal, like, you know, you can eat that chocolate bar you have been craving for the past 5 months. A few days later, what do I do now? And that whole kind of like up here-ness has slowly disintegrated. Is that the word? Descaled.
It's come down.
It's come down. It's like slowly gone down.
Yeah.
To a point where you now are looking for the next
Big thing.
And your life is constantly like that. But mate, I've just run a marathon, I'm too exhausted. Withdrawal.
They say this happens a lot though, because I don't know what podcast I was watching, but I think it was like some YouTuber was saying that like because he came from like quite a working class background, and then obviously like the more money he was making on YouTube, like there was like the goal to own your own house, like buy a house outright, then like, you know, open X amount of businesses. But he said like
I'm gonna face you my next.
he like was so desperate to own his own home that like the minute he then was actually able to buy it, he sort of looked around it and was like, oh, wow. And then like, what's the next? But yeah, it's like I don't know what like happens psychologically, like when you chase like some level of success and then
there's people around you that are slightly gutted that you're going, which obviously is just because they love you and want you to be close.
Yeah.
But it's like, why does that make me then feel rubbish?
I know we're having a deep chat, but what's in your hand?
I know. This weekend, I got a tattoo.
Is it a real tattoo? Oh, okay.
Zoom in. So for context, went to the gym on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Does anybody want anything from Lidl?" I've had stuff around my mouth this whole
I
time,
haven't.
Zoe,
No,
and
you're
you have
fine.
not told me.
Have I?
Yeah, you got
Have
a
I?
big chocolate bit around your nose. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
yeah,
don't
but-
tease me.
Well, you teased me
What
by
do you mean? There was nothing there. I couldn't
There was
see
crumbs.
anything. I can't. Oh, I've got glasses. I
Yeah.
can't see.
Went to Lidl because he asked everyone if they wanted anything. I was like, "Oh no, I don't want."
You're like, I want a
No,
tattoo.
I said, "Oh no, I don't want anything, but surprise me
right.
with anything." It could have been anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know them little sweetie boxes, them like squares that you used to get, and it used to have like the sweets that are long.
Oh yeah.
thin. Yeah. Well, he bought me that, and it had a tattoo in it.
Oh, that's pure.
Isn't it? I was like, do you know what? That is the best gift I've ever got. Take them New Balances back. Yeah, and then he put it on me when the tattoo on me.
That's funny.
When,
I literally, we were just having this deep chat. I was like, I can't help but see. There's a new addition.
and
to
it
your house.
says, well, it's actually kind of faded off now.
Oh, it's a bat. It says bat.
Batman versus the Joker. You can't catch me.
Now.
No, then protecting the streets of.
All right, we didn't need a whole
Something,
story.
something.
Okay.
Right, that's what it says on there. We were hoping that it was going to be Superman, but
It's not a problem.
it's not a problem.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Valentine's, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the heart
Me
on
too.
it.
I just can't with nails. Like
But I
like-
live, you know me.
Yeah,
these
you
are the same nails. I've just been getting them infilled since November.
Yeah, see, I like nails, and don't get me wrong, like, they look nicer than this. But I'm not very good at long ones anyway, because, like, I'm, like, wonky as it is, and, like, I just can't do things.
Yeah,
And, like, I'm just not used to
But you
it.
can get like stuff.
But even, like, pretty, like, even I had small ones, I just don't care enough.
And that's valid.
And that's okay. I don't know, I just don't, like, it's not, like, you have a thing of, like, it makes you feel good, like, a self-care
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But I don't have that.
Well,
I'm
I've had
like,
to have
I
my
could.
toes come off because one of my nails is actually gonna come off again.
Explain? Sorry?
I've had to take the gel off my toenails because
Right.
my toenails got infected again. But it doesn't hurt or anything,
Oh.
but the nail, like half of it, is gonna come off.
Oh, why is it infected?
I don't know. I think it's the gel. It just doesn't like it. But I then don't let it grow out properly, and then put the gel back on it because I want pretty feet in the summer.
And then her toe falls off
And then my
completely.
toe falls off again. So.
But you.
So yeah, but just like it wasn't like it was a realization of feeling there is ups and downs in life.
Yeah.
Basically, but there's always I don't think I'd ever fully what is going on? I just spat.
Stop spinning.
I don't think I ever fully put into perspective of what it felt like because I've always felt this feeling.
Have you? Like where you've chased for something and then you
It
felt a bit
does
deflated?
like I got the hippodrome and oh my god, that was incredible. And then I was working full time and then you hit a point and you're still saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, but I've still got about 5 months until I'm going to go and do it.
Mm.
One of the girls from the hippodrome said to me, she was like, this is incredible. Like you chose, I made a point at Christmas not to bring back EJ Fit, which
Yeah.
is my own business,
Mm.
not to bring her back yet.
Mm-hmm.
To like stop the classes and just focus on my next career path because that's I want to keep performing. That will have my time when it's right, when I'm here, when I'm home, blah blah. She said, you chose that path.
Mm.
Okay, you were coming back home and you weren't gonna have much work and blah blah blah. But you kept going to auditions because you knew that you wanted to either be abroad or on a cruise. What is wrong with me today? It's because I'm eating. And you've got it. And I'm like, that's so valid, but you really don't think about that thing.
Yeah.
Because I was saying to yesterday, I was like, I need to keep reminding myself of how I felt when I got the call.
Yeah, you do.
Because in the car on my own, that night, I was like I just couldn't believe it.
So buzzing, yeah.
And you forget, like, this is something I've been dreaming.
Mm.
I went there and met my future husband.
Where's the ring? That's the wrong hand.
That is the wrong hand. Oh my gosh, that scared
Oh my
the
god,
crap out
what
of
was
me.
that?
It was just a remote.
Oh.
It's just a remote. I'm a real jump scare. I really don't like that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I am too.
Thing
Is that I feel like even though like, yeah, you might have that sort of universal thing of like where you reach a goal and then you sort of have a bit of like a feeling. You're still able to be content in like waiting for the next week. It doesn't completely depress you to a point where like you're then not able, because like that's what it can do to some people.
Well, that's what I mean. But like I spent the whole of January auditioning. That was my goal. That was my aim. Right, I'm gonna go to all these auditions and I'm gonna get the next job.
Mm.
Well, I got that job, and I was like, well, I don't need to go to any of these auditions anymore.
Yeah, true. That happens so quickly.
And I'm like, oh, I don't have to get up which is great. I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. and go and stand in a queue for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that anymore. But even though I still feel like I want to, because but then there's no point of giving yourself more jobs to choose from. Like, you're going to take that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's it. And now, like, the stress of it's over. It's because you've got the thing you wanted.
I mean.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
And it's completed, and then great, and I've signed the contract, and I'm about to go and do another dream.
Yeah.
But I go in a month and a bit.
Yeah. That's so wild. Yeah, realistically, like, a flight is probably really cheap, right? It's probably like, probably less than
Well, it's
50 quid.
100. Yeah. Well, he said £128 for return.
Yeah.
In like peak time. To be fair, he made a very valid point yesterday. He was like, you kind of get used to being long distance. It's just the day after. So like when we both left yesterday, it's not easy to say goodbye to him, but we both we're gonna see each other again. This is not the end, kind of thing.
I think
so it's like
actually that saying goodbye can be the worst part sometimes.
Mm.
Like I always think like sometimes, especially like when I would leave my family, go back to uni.
Yeah.
I would sometimes just be like, all right, see ya. Walk out the door, don't look back.
Yeah.
Because it's making the whole thing of saying goodbye makes it worse.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Like, you're better off just trying not to be too emotional about it and then just getting your head out and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Once you're back, like, in your sort of
Or like
space.
we make a stupid joke or something, then we get in the car and he'll he'll standing at his window and he's like...
Yeah. That stuff helps, like, soften the...
Yeah, and I think, we... Obviously, I'm a bit more emotional than he is, but I feel like I don't like you. I try and not look at the fact that it's a goodbye. Like I'm seeing him on Friday.
Yeah.
So saying, right, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, yes, okay, it's gonna be 2 months, but I'll see you then. Like, yeah, you're right. It's like softening the blow, but it's not. But it's like nice to have that support. If you didn't know, it's only recently that I've had this long-term boyfriend. If we did this podcast,
that's for another episode.
But if we did this podcast 3-4 years ago,
Elisa's dating life is its own episode. It's probably a few episodes.
But that is definitely for another podcast.
She's lived many lives.
We might have to make that
yeah, we will. That could be its
only you can limitly buy this.
What is it?
26 minutes.
No!
They're getting longer.
Till next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.